So we are live.
Hello, everyone.
Everyone,
Such a pleasure to have all of you joining us today.
all right.
Okay.
Let me enable the chat.
Oh, yeah, by the way,
Give me a
the
second.
critical function during the webinars, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, we have a lot of people joining us. Hi, everyone. Just message us in the chat. Let's just double check that it works. Where are you joining us from? The most exciting question during every webinar for me and Lot.
Let me guess. Maybe we will have we won't have lots of people from Lisbon, right? Today because they are too busy with the web summit, I guess. Yeah.
By the way, guys, I'm on the Web Summit during like today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So just in case someone is there for the conference, I would love to meet. Just you can let me know in the chat probably, or I can share my probably X contact, or just find me in the Web Summit app just in case. Okay, so we have a few people already joined. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, like today's topic is sort of a mix of product part and definitely strategies, because we always want to have our webinars educational and full of actually helpful content to help you guys succeed with cold outreach, which is so versatile for every industry and every use case. Okay, so let's kick off, and let me share the slides now. Okay, here we go, and I'll do it like this. Okay.
Yay. Cool.
Yes. So let's kick off with a question now. On a scale from 1 to 5, how satisfied are you with your B2B data provider, where 5 is you are completely satisfied and happy, and 1 you are not? Okay, so let's see who is happy. Okay, Dave, I see Dave is happy. Who else? Who is not satisfied? Just let us know, it's super interesting. Okay, so we see different.
Yeah, we have a mix of options. 5.2, 5.2.
Well, it's good to have. I really happy to see a lot of 5 answers.
Fives, yeah.
5 rates in the chat. 4. I mean, like, it's definitely cool to know what makes it 5 and 4 and all this stuff. But like, again, just feel free to put your thoughts in the chat, and let's move forward. In fact, it all starts with B2B data. Not with copywriting, not with email deliverability, not with personalization. And you can ask me why. Well, actually, if you target the wrong audience, it all doesn't make sense. Wrong audience, not the right time, invalid emails, and all this stuff, it makes it all in vain. Like, the outreach won't reach the right people. This is why it's so important to invest in high quality data. And we at Reply been researching for the right solution for quite a long time. And today on this webinar, we're going to talk about 6 outreach strategies with Reply's live data. And actually, we're going to present what we built at Reply and what is Reply's live data. My name is Olivia Milton. I'm CMO at Reply, and together with me today, Vlad Oleksienko. Vlad, over to you.
Nice to meet you again today again. Nice to see you here on this webinar. So yeah, I'm of course person here at Reply, doing like lots of cold outreach here at Reply on my own, myself, and with my team. So yeah, happy to share some of our best practices and tips that could help you with lead generation and prospecting stages of your like outbound sales process.
Cool, let's kick off then. So what we're gonna cover today, 6 outreach strategies with replies live data, all together with the actual demonstration of how it works inside reply, then best practices for the strategies, templates, and of course, insanely useful bonus content. This recording, like it's a recorded webinar, so we'll be sharing it with templates and resources and slides and all this helpful stuff. So don't need to make screenshots out of the presentation. So what is replies live data? And actually, before I just go through all its benefits and advantages, let me know in the chat who actually tried replies data. Just put a plus if you tried, put minus if you didn't, because it's just for context. But okay, well, good to know, because we will be just covering a little bit deeper on this new functionality. So first and foremost, live data or real-time data. What is that? What is the principle behind making it live and real time? First and foremost, what you need to understand, it's not static. Let's say you probably had an experience with more typical data providers when you have a catalog of contacts, and you can use filters and craft your lists of prospects to reach out to, for instance. With live data, it works a little bit different. We don't have a predefined list of, static list of people with static information for each contact. Once you start using the data, the filters to nail down the audience, the information for every contact in the list is aggregated at this point of time. That actually makes data live data. At Reply, our real-time live data has more than 1 billion global contacts. So right now, we really implemented advanced technology that allows us much better coverage, providing much better coverage. More than 60 million accounts. Or for instance, in US, we cover more than 220 million US-based contacts. 220. More than 150 countries around the globe. So, I mean, we actually try to make it a real worldwide, despite your business case, despite your use case for which you're gonna use reply data, there will be a batch of contacts for it. More than 14 dynamic filters and intent filters like keywords, technographics, and hiring intents. We call it intent signals. Built-in email validation. I mean, we can guarantee less than 3% bounce rate. You can save contacts without emails for LinkedIn outreach. Another helpful option, I can say so. It's like, Vlad, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 30% of all 1 billion contacts, 30% of them have emails. So you can actually...
Close to that, yeah, I think, yeah.
300 million contacts with emails, but you can save contacts without emails if you want to do LinkedIn outreach. And we will cover the use case with using live data and conditional sequences, because for instance, if you have a list of contacts with emails, you can actually push them to a part of sequence, like the branch of sequence with email steps. And for those who don't have email, you can push them to a branch with, let's say, LinkedIn outreach. And integrations, CRM integrations and CSV import. Of course, live data, once you already have your list and this build is crafted for you, you can save it, import it as a CSV file or save into your CRM, of course. And when we'll share the slides, you can just click on the link, like learn more here, and actually explore in more details what Reply's live data offers to you. B2B data versus real-time data, just again. So data freshness, like what makes the difference? Data freshness and accuracy. Well, B2B data is actually updated periodically, like once in a month or quarterly, which results in lower accuracy over time. Well, we know that because we, like some of you may remember, like maybe used our just B2B data, like static data. This is completely different stuff. So for real time, we have the real time data. It's updated continuously. Like it's, again, as I said, it's just, it is collected only relevant, up-to-date information per your search. This is the key difference. Then data access and integration. Usually B2B data providers can be accessed via CSV downloads, flat files, or batch API updates. Via real-time data provides seamless integration via API for instant access of live data. Use cases. For B2B data, like static data doesn't actually work quite well for cold outreach. Sometimes it works for marketing purposes, just to craft email lists for marketing announcements and newsletters. But real-time data is actually ideal for time-sensitive applications like account-based marketing and sales, lead scoring, and personalized outreach. Cost considerations. Of course, static B2B data is much cheaper than real-time data, but knowing the let's say new rules of cold outreach in 2024 about the low volume and high personalization, real-time data is the only solution that will work in this case. And intent signals, finally, again, as I said, real-time data provides intent signals of hiring, job changes, technographics, and so on and so forth. Like the list of intent signals is well, sort of long. We at Reply are working on adding new intent signals into our live data. And finally, let's get to the 6 outreach strategies with real-time data. So we're gonna provide real life examples of how this high quality data can be used with cold outreach. And the first case, actually segmentation and outreach. And Vlad, Mike, over to you.
Thanks. Thanks, Olivia. Let me start sharing the screen, I guess. We'll just like...
I think I need to stop sharing, right?
Play current share. Yep, share. Here we go. So, all right, let's talk about these 6 strategies for you. So we prepared some, like, I think, basic, advanced, and like intermediate ideas for you to get started with live data, and just like we hope they will help you with your cold outreach game. So number 1, first of all, how to use it. Just go to Reply, then you will see data tab here, and then we have two tabs here. B2B database, it's a legacy one, and live data is a new one. I think we will replace this in the future, and we will have just this one tab. So in order just to make sure you understand where it's located, it's live data here. And then bunch of similar filters for you, and then we will use just different ideas for prospecting for other like outreach strategies. But typically you just want to get started with your filters, and maybe, I don't know, maybe let's try SDR, like maybe, or sales development in my case, sales development. And then again, you just can proceed with account and contact filter then. And the best part here, you have a bunch of settings. Number 1, you can ask us to return contacts without emails, so we will save them as well. And then number of contacts per company, maybe 1, 2, 3 to 5, maybe let's say 2 contacts per company. And then how many contacts you want us to find, let's say 100 contacts. And then you click apply, and then we will try to pull data in real time. So that typically it will take some time, maybe a minute or so, to get first results. And basically you will have just a preview here. And then you can see number of contacts that are matching your business case. And then if you like your preview, you can just click launch live search. And then what you can do here, you can choose a list you want us to save these contacts, let's say SDR, and then you can create a list if needed. Then you can also push them to a particular sequence right away instead of like storing in people step, then just maybe create a sequence. Then again, number of contacts to find, number of contacts to find per company. Then choose whether or not to return emails, contacts without emails, choose it, and then click a launch live search. And then we will find just 100 contacts for you. And then go to data, you will have search history, and then you can see a list of all like live data searches here. And then just click here, view contacts, boom, and you have all your contacts here. Without emails, with emails, and with all data points you need for cold outreach. So that's a basic stuff. Quite easy to get started with, I think. So yeah,
Vlad,
that's how it works.
let's talk about the pricing.
Cool. So yeah, great. When it comes to pricing, it relies on just credits. We will like have one credit. We will consume one credit to find contacts without emails and two credits for contacts with emails. I think in the future we will have like phone numbers as well. So then you can decide how you want to consume your credits, basically on emails, phone numbers, maybe something else. In the future, I clearly can see that it will work just AI or search agent. So instead of like having just generic fields, you can just launch a real-time search to find more advanced variables for your contacts. Let's say you want to find out their pricing model or their tech stack, like in more details. Then so yeah, and you can use this. I think we will have more and more cool features in the future for this live data product as well. But currently, it's just one credit for contacts without emails and two credits for contacts with emails, and then you just update your add-on here. It's basically just add-on to your reply subscription. Yep.
Well, need to say that Reply's live data is available for every Reply user now, and you can find it via the Data tab, and then navigate to Live Data. So actually, that's the first tab in Data's tab. But yeah, anyway, it is here, and need to say that Reply's live data is a freemium product, and with 50 credits per month available for every user. I mean, like every month you can use the 50 credits and check it out, see how it works, and actually test it for your use case.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so let's move to the
That was the first one. It was a basic one, but just wanted to share the concept, so we will just share better cool things
Absolutely. Now let's dive to more specified use case for account-based selling strategy. So how it works? Actually, 3 steps. Replies live data allows to upload a list of specific domains. So actually, what you need to do? One option, work with the accounts entity in Reply. So you navigate to people, accounts, and here you can upload a list of the accounts that you want to find contacts for. So let's say I prepared for this webinar and I already have a list of accounts just to showcase how it works. So let's say I have a software solutions companies 5120 United States. It's not the whole list of available accounts in the United States, just I think it's 49 accounts. Then what I need to do, I need to navigate to live data, and here is the first filter, basically account list. So I can upload a list of companies with domain or domains into accounts page and add them to the list. So actually that's what we already what we've seen right now. And then you see I have my list of accounts already available for filtering. And let's see how it works. So right here, we do remember this was 49 accounts in the list. Let's see what reply data will return. Okay, and 49 companies. So basically, during all the next use cases and strategies, we're gonna show during the demonstration, we're gonna show how many companies and basically accounts are there in the list. And feel free to put your cases. Let's say we can check how many companies are for any industry you operate in, or any country, or anything that you see in the filters. Just to put your request, and we'll see how many available companies are there, just to showcase the quality of replies like data. So now I see that we found 49 companies. That's great. And what I need to do is to launch live search. And here I can put it into the list. So it will be a separate list of contacts, and I can push them to a sequence. Again, how many specific sequence. I can again specify how many number of contacts to find. Let's say I need 1,000. And how many number of contacts per company I want to search, for instance, for account-based selling purposes. Let's say I need 3 contacts per company. Again, I can click return contacts without emails, or just use push and work with contacts only with emails. That's just up to me. And click launch live search. What we will show is actually, during the next use cases, how it works with the sequences. But Vlad, I think it's
that's cool. And for me, and bunch of use cases when it comes to like account-based selling and lists. So I have already seen a few use cases when they use it, like for example, they have a list of companies who recently raised money. So just upload the list of accounts and boom, that's it. Or maybe a list of companies like based on location, for example, they have a list of some kind of local businesses in specific area or like territory and so on. So a bunch of use cases for this account based approaches. All right, let's proceed. The next idea over here, it's intent signals. So again, there are a bunch of intent signals for intent-based strategies. And what we've noticed with cold outreach and what we're doing here at Reply as well, not with all of our sequences, but lots of them, they are intent-based already. So for example, we're not just adding like a list of contacts or accounts based on specific filters like location, headcount, industry, and so on, but also we add some intent-based like layers to our cold outreach. For example, if they're following specific creator, if they are following like particular company, or if they use specific technology and so on. So currently we have a bunch of filter for this, and number one here is technologies. So here's how it works. Again, just go to technologies, specify technology you need, let's say Shopify, and then that's it. You can just focus on finding accounts and contacts like that are currently using Shopify as their e-commerce store, or HubSpot, or Salesforce, and so on, or Zendesk Sell. So a bunch of ideas here. And when it comes to intent signal, like intent-based cold outreach, here's why it works, because relevance is better than personalization. And that's what I figured out in these 10 years. During like the past 10 years doing lots of cold outreach. So relevance is more important than personalization. So you can personalize emails, you can spend much more time on copywriting, polishing your templates, but sometimes relevance is more important than your copy. So for example, when our CEO receives like a cold email, he just instantly shares it with us here at Reply. For example, if he finds it relevant or something that could help us right now. So again, it's about relevancy. Why? Because approximately just 5% of potential buyers in B2B space are actively seeking for solution at a given moment. So that's why we need just to use like intent-based signals or some advanced filters to figure out who is actively seeking for our solution. And then the best part, we can use this as a reason for outreach. So there is no need to fake our personalization and no need to like spend more time on copywriting. We just can use this data in our copywriting techniques or templates and so on. For example, with job changers, I saw you have taken a new position. Congrats. With hiring, I've been reviewing your LinkedIn, notice you're hiring more employees. With technographics, pretty much the same. And the best part, you can use these intent-based cold outreach techniques or user signals as for your value proposition. Basically, you can hook your reason for outreach to your value proposition, and that's how your emails will be more authentic and personalized. Like and making the prospect feel that this cold email is written specifically for them. Here's an example. I've been viewing your company's LinkedIn and noted that you're hiring more employees. And then just I'm getting, it got me thinking, I'm curious, how are you already thinking about a tech stack for your sales team? So no need to fake your value proposition, your reason for outreach, and so on. When it comes to technographics, here's one of examples here at Reply, just for entry-level employees. Basically, it's one of our cold outreach templates here at Reply. Hey, I'm reaching out to you because you will likely have insights into outbound efforts at company. From my research, I noticed company uses HubSpot as CRM, like which aligns well with Reply's AI SDR. And so basically, yeah, we incorporated this technographics data point into email template, and it looks better. Use case number 2, it's to focus on reaching out to your competitors. For example, it will work just, for example, you are building like website chat software, or you are building a Zendesk alternative, or you are building, I don't know, maybe Salesforce alternative. And then the best part to start your cold outreach is to focus on your competitors, customers, prospects, and like basically leads. Why? Because they are already educated. So that's one of use cases. Number 2 use case, maybe you're just focused on selling or like having an software development agency just for Shopify stores or for Magento stores or for like Salesforce, CRM, like custom development and so on. So a bunch of ideas how to use it. And the best part, again, you just can incorporate this data point into your templates. Olivia, back to you. Here we go. Yep. You are muted.
Sorry about that. Yep, we're going to talk about hiring intent that we have at Reply. So hiring intent, why is that important? Again, as Vlad has just said, being relevant is critical. The right timing, the right for company you're reaching out to, the people who work there, is much more important than any personalization. So this is an example of trigger-based sequences for hiring intent that we had at Reply. It was some time ago, but you can see open and reply rates that we tracked for this intense signals hiring. And it's just, we're sharing the things that work for us, and hiring is definitely a intent that we advise you to try out with your cold outreach. For this case, we prepared email templates overview featuring hiring intent. So yeah, let me just, I hope that you can see it well from here. Probably I can do a full screen. Okay, yeah, I think it's much more visible right now. So, well, simple subject line, the simpler the better, from, again, our recent experience. Then we have intent-based reason for outreach. Like I noticed on your company's LinkedIn page that you are hiring for salespeople. It's just the best one-line opener that makes the other side, the other party, understand that, hey, that's something that is relevant for me. Then use tentative tone to sound more natural. Like, I'm not sure if you're in the market, but you know, since company one and company two, more companies in the industry space use this solution for this problem. Thought you might be interested in improving your department team effectiveness. Like, you need to explain how similar companies already use your product. That's the key points, and make it sound very like natural and humble. And then we have a soft interest-based CTA, like would you be interested in seeing how and stuff like that. And catchy job title and HTML-free signature. So basically like plain text signatures critical for today's outreach. And, oh, sorry. With this template, again, we are providing the statistics. You can see reply rate, it's more than 60% open rate, and interested reply rates, those that we detected as, hey, this is the right time for me to talk about that. Again, a few more templates of such trigger-based, intent-based templates. Like, for instance, okay, hey,
Gonna be like, we can skip them. It's gonna be just like first useful piece of content for everyone.
Yeah, let's just, that's the ideas for you guys to try it out and see how it works. But let's do.
By the way, so stay tuned till the end of the webinar, and we will share the link to the presentation right away. So in the chat, so you can just copy and paste everything right away instead of waiting for our marketing email.
So yeah, it will be super fast, but please stay till the end of this webinar. Okay, Vlad, over to you again.
All right, yeah, cool. And by the way, yeah, when talking about those intent-based like ideas, and again, typically for us, they work better in comparison to like generic cold emails. We have both. We still send just generic email templates, intent-based, and like I would call it relevant cold emails with some kind of personalization. So yeah, typically on average, they perform better. But again, it depends on your use case as well. And why I'm talking about hiring signals all the time, because in my opinion, it's one of the most scalable intent-based plays for cold outreach. And we were using it a week ago on another webinar. I said that like it was our very first intent-based playbook here at Reply, even before there were some kind of solutions like tools for automating those things. So we were scrapping everything manually from tools like AngelList, Indeed, LinkedIn Jobs. So you don't have to buy expensive tools for this. But nowadays it's getting easier to have this hiring signal in your playbook. Why? Because again, when they hire someone, more likely they have budgets, they have to scale something, they have to improve maybe their kind of operations and so on. So typically they have budgets for expansion. When it comes to strategy number 5, it's keywords for account and contact search. Sometimes what I've noticed with other users. Sometimes it's not enough to have basic filters like department and seniority, let's say sales and let's say vice president, because typically you will have just vice president of sales. But again, maybe you want to use here job title field instead. For example, you want to find sales operations only or sales enablement professionals, because your solution is just tailored for this specific persona. But the best part here, you can also focus on keyword search instead of relying on, so basically we have keyword search for both accounts and contacts. It will use data from company descriptions, their like keywords, name, and so on. So you can use those filters. And I have prepared a bunch of ideas for you here. For example, some ideas here: narrow down your search with keywords for different industries. For example, you want to reach out to, and again, you can use these keywords and these filters in your cold outreach as well, just to make it more relevant and personalized. So here's what I mean. For example, let's say you are selling to, give me a second, to marketing services industry. And it could be anything, right? It could be like PPC agency, a SEO agency, maybe advertisement agency, and so on. Bunch of different companies for marketing services. But what you can do here, you can narrow down your search based on keywords. For example, I just want to focus on marketing agencies with SaaS keyword, and I know that those agencies are focused on helping other SaaS companies. So that's idea number one. So again, SaaS keyword in venture capital, marketing services, software development industry, and so on. And new hot topics in keywords, because they don't have like industries currently on all these tools, B2B databases. So again, you can just use AI, no code, growth, GTM, and then you can focus on targeting those roles or these new hot topics in keywords. For example, for business development, because sometimes it's super hard to find a prospect with a job title, Salesforce expert or certified expert. Then you can just use keywords, and we will scan their like bio and so on. So basically that will help you find those relevant prospects that sometimes are hard to find because you don't have industry or job title for these specific kind of searches. Maybe for unique opportunities like podcast host or keynote speaker, then you can just target. For example, for us, we were trying to have a campaign for business development opportunity for our affiliate program, and we wanted to target sales advisors, right? Sometimes it's hard to find these in their job title, but again, it could be in their like bio, in the experience, different places. So it could be useful for some like creative ideas for your cold outreach. Maybe for skills, achievement, courses, certificates. For example, you just want to reach out to product managers with specific type of certificates, courses, and so on. Bunch of ideas when it comes to keywords search.
Over to me again. And let's talk about now LinkedIn outreach. So basically, why we decided to put it as a separate strategy for this webinar is that with this option to search for contacts without emails, actually it just does make sense so much with replies, new feature, multi-channel conditional sequences, that we want to showcase this scenario for you today. So let's do it this way. Basically, in our chat right now, we have one request to try the audience. So it's iGaming, betting, and casinos in Kazakhstan. Amazing case. Let's try it out. Let's see what we have here. So, so what you need to do, we need industry, and I will search for, let's say, casinos. Gambling facilities and casinos. Let's say that is the industry that can work out, and let's see how much do we have for Kazakhstan. I'm not sure. So Vlad, it's better to use account location filter, right?
I guess, yeah. It
Okay,
depends,
so
but
let's see. So I mean, like, there is definitely an option to combine different filters to nail down the audience. Let's say we can use keywords instead, right? To figure out iGaming, like specifically if that's a specific niche that you're searching for. And sometimes it can be account location or contact location as well. You can just, you know, try it out and see what will work best for you. But let's say what we're gonna see here, and contacts only, okay, not returning contacts without emails. Anyway, let's see how many companies we'll have with this case. Let's wait just a little bit. Okay, so we have one company mentioned the case, not too much, but you definitely can try with the keywords. I think it can also work out this way. Okay, so I think it just needs some time, but there will definitely be some company slots. I think that's something that is the company definitely operating there. Okay, let's take a look at the other case. So let's say we're gonna search for software development in, well, United States. And for this use case, we're gonna return contacts without emails. So let's say this is my case for LinkedIn outreach. And I'm gonna apply. Let's see how many companies will be there. Well, okay, of course, a lot. So what I'm gonna do, again, launch live search and specify a sequence. And from there, okay, yeah. From there, I'm searching for, I'm sorry, something from my connection. Yep, right here. Yep. And I'm searching for a LinkedIn sequence demo, like this sequence. I'm gonna push those contacts into the sequence once the list is built. And the sequence itself. So as I mentioned, at Reply, we recently launched multi-channel conditional sequences. And I'm gonna show you how this specific sequence looks like. So let's say, if we have if you have a contact without email but with a LinkedIn profiles, basically I'm gonna change that LinkedIn URL.
the first one, email.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
so email
is not set.
is not set, right? So we have, let's say we have a contact list without emails, and once these contacts are pushed to a sequence, we're gonna launch the branch for LinkedIn outreach only. And that's the beauty of conditional sequences, because you can do it like, if there is an email, there is one branch, and when there is no email, you're pushing contacts to another branch. And getting back to our slides again, we're gonna share, like, guys, you just hold on. We're gonna share bonus content for those of you who wanna stay till the end of this webinar. Like, we will share the link right in the chat. Bonus content with a list of cool LinkedIn connection requests that Vlad collected himself. Then we have conditional sequences. So basically, just an information how it works at Reply with all the helpful use cases and actually the information how you can implement them for your company using Reply. And we have a multi-channel course. Of course, we have multi-channel course where we educate, we can educate you guys there about how to nail down multi-channel outreach for your specific use case. Vlad, over to you. I think that's
and final piece, just more ideas when it comes to intent-based prospecting, account-based selling techniques. So bunch of cool email templates plus some kind of variations, and plus in addition to email templates, but also we have 10 sequences, like with follow-ups, delays, how those sequences perform here at Reply. So yeah, you can just copy and paste them and just get started with your outreach as well. So just two additional useful pieces of content here as well.
And finally, let's stay in touch. Please connect with us. Like, we definitely want you to connect with us and like be able to, you know, talk via those social media platforms. And of course, as we mentioned, multi-channel cold outreach course is just there. Please join it, take a look. It was prepared by 6 famous cold outreach experts, so it's definitely worth trying. And finally, thank you so much for this webinar. I'm going to share the link right now to the chat. So, Vlad, can you do that?
Already did it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah, thanks, I guess thanks everyone for staying with us today. Thanks for joining the webinar, and I hope it was kind of useful. Yeah, if you have any questions, just feel free to get in touch with us and we can help.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye.